Well, hey folks, my name is Brad, and if you happen to be new to my videos, typically I am up in the mountains of Vermont with my metal detector searching for treasure, but in today's video, I was actually invited out of the mountains of Vermont to the fields of Connecticut by my two friends, Robert and Jeff, and the field that they brought me to, they'd actually never personally metal detected. They didn't know much about it, except that it was old colonial farmland, and it didn't take us long to find an old, undiscovered home from the 1700s hiding just beneath the surface of this field. And the things that we found, well, I'm not going to spoil for you. We found some incredible stuff. Now, if this is one of the first of my videos that you've seen, I publish one of these every single Friday. So if you like what you see here today, consider hitting that subscribe button or just come on back next week. I hope you enjoy today's video. Robert thinks he might have a coin, an old coin over here. Ooh, that looks like a copper to me.
Wow.
Oh, it's a button.
It's a button. You got a coin, you said.
Yeah, I would say because of that, it's a button, but it is so thick.
Like that would be a very worn shank, right?
Oh yeah. Whatever it is, it's old and copper. And
I mean, look at it. It's all out of circle, like
yeah,
out of shape, you know. Awesome.
All right, well, I got to go over here now. Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah. You got a copper?
Yeah. Toasted.
Can't see what it is, unfortunately, but looks like you might be able to get something off that side. But
when it dries out, brush it off.
Hey, good for you. 71. Ooh, that is an old pewter button. Something on there? Well, we have a button here, and the jury is still out whether or not we're going to be able to tell what that image is. I'm fairly confident there is an image, because this button is quite old. You can see where the shank used to be is just a little bump. This is made out of lead pewter, and this is the style button that you'll oftentimes find the USA of the Continental Army on, and other military buttons of that era. I don't think this is going to be a military button, but it certainly looks like there's something on here. You can see there's actually a mold seam in the back from the process of making it. It's turned very white. Regardless, it is a great sign. 1770s, 1750s, 1720s. Great sign. Let's see what else we can find here. 71. Wow. Wow. That is a super old, thick utensil handle. 63. Got oyster shell. It's old shell casing. This is exciting though. Old habitation. Clam shell, oyster shell. 88. What we got here? Yep, that is an old copper coin, and it is beautiful. Who are you? I'm pretty confident there's a home right here. Yeah. There's definitely a right-facing bust. I'm fairly confident it says Georgievus over on the left side. Well, this side we can clearly see Britannia, and I'm pretty confident there's going to be a date down there. So I'm just going to spray it with some rubbing alcohol here.
King George, right?
Well, it's not a third or second, or not, or a fourth. Trying to ID in the field. I don't have any cell service. You guys have cell service?
Barely.
So it's a mystery for now, but it's 99% a coin, I'm gonna guess pre-1820. 1725? 1725.
17?
Let me see again.
Good find, Brad.
Hey, thanks. So as I was saying, there's brick in the hole right behind me. We found a very old pewter spoon right there. There's an old button right here. I'm pretty confident that there was a structure here.
Yeah, 1725 or 1723.
Yeah, that definitely says 1725. Old British coin. See what else is here? What'd you get? Another copper?
Yep.
Good for you.
Can't really tell what it is.
You got one. Ooh, it's smooth, huh?
Yeah. Like the other one I got.
Certainly a copper coin, though. You got another copper. They're coppers. 2 cents.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Some guys on the West Coast go their whole lives without finding a copper.
Yeah, I know.
You're next.
Yep.
95. It's either a beer can.
How does it sound, loud?
It sounds beautiful. Let's try. I got a copper.
Hey, Jeff, another one.
Another copper. Can't believe it. Wild. You can see writing over on the left side. Right side too. Wow, it's a harp. Oh no, it's a shield. Are you kidding me? It's a jersey.
Let's see.
Look at the shield.
Cool. Oh yeah, you can see the shield.
Yep, there's the horse head
Yep.
and the plows down
Awesome.
below. A jersey in Connecticut.
Never saw one.
No?
No. Cool.
Heck yeah. So it's hard to see, but there is a horse head up here. There's a plow down here. You can very clearly see the shield
Yeah, you can definitely see
on this
the shield.
side. I can't read the date on this right now, but it's going to be 1780s, late 1780s. State coin. So we were just discussing off camera. I have found dozens and dozens of Connecticut coppers back in Vermont. Only a couple New Jerseys, a couple Massachusetts, a couple Vermonts. But now I found a jersey in Connecticut. No Connecticut's yet though today. There's still time though. Time to put down another flag. So I've started carrying flags in my bag, and when we get in an area where the perimeter of the hotspot is unknown, I put down these orange flags wherever we find anything good, exciting. We have 4 flags and they've all been copper coins. The perimeter is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, which is very exciting. I'm gonna run out of flags. Sounds like another copper came out.
What's that, 5?
1, 2, 3, 4. Holy smokes. There's definitely silver here.
Oh.
Wow, it looks great. Britannia on that side. Oh yeah, I see his ponytail. Facing the left.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's probably George II.
Too bad coppers get so toasted, man.
Yeah. It could be a Connecticut too, which would make sense. I've never found a Connecticut in Connecticut.
I found 2. Like 17.
You're on the board. All right, this is a beautiful 85. Is this a spoon? Oh, interesting. Well, this is certainly not from the mid 1700s like everything else we're finding here, but it is still a very cool find. It is yet another pocket knife. We've had one per video for months and months, it seems, but this one is unique given that the entire knife, excluding the blades of course, is solid brass. That's why it sounded so beautiful on the metal detector. It looks like there would have been a badge for the brand name here. We may be able to read that with some work at home. And actually it looks like maybe the inside of this brass here was filled with something which has long ago disintegrated, unfortunately. It's very sparkly. Maybe it was something like mother of pearl, or not sure. But that's a cool tiny little pocket knife, full brass. Unfortunately not from the 1700s. They were quite a bit larger, but still a cool find. Not like one I've ever found before, that's for sure. Nice. Heck yeah. Well, that one's pretty thick actually. You might get something off that one.
Yeah. Let it dry out.
I think I see a bust.
Do you? Yeah, possibly.
It's a good spot.
Yeah, for sure. It's on the spot.
This is the spot.
Sure. Another copper, 3.
We got a 74. Ooh. Wow. Well, it's not a very big piece of one, but this is a fragment of one of my all-time favorite things to find, and I think this might have been, when it was whole, the most beautiful I have ever seen. So we can very clearly see on the back of this fragment there is a hole where a pin would have went through, and on this side, look at that. Are you kidding me? This would have been what looks like silver plate colonial shoe buckle, or more likely knee buckle, because of the curvature it has here. It would have been a round buckle worn at the bottom hem of those short pants colonial men wore. Middle of the 1700s, end of the 1700s. If this was whole, I'd be flipping out, but I'm still very excited about it, and there's a chance that more of it is going to be in the ground here. In fact, it's a very good chance. I heard stories that the folks that own this land now, 100 years ago, plowed this with their own ox. So this land has definitely been plowed many, many times over the last 100 years. Plenty of time to break this into fragments, and maybe we can find a really big piece of it. Keep an eye out for it. Awesome. Really nice piece.
I'm in the zone.
You're right next to the last one you found.
I'm in the zone.
Holy smokes. I think that one's got a bust on it. Oh, that's Britannia. There you go.
Where is it? Britannia.
With her trident, her
yeah.
shield over here.
Yep.
There's your bust.
Yep.
George II, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
There you go. There's an ID.
Well, that's 4.
All right, now you can't complain anymore.
So not for today. 4.
4 coppers.
Coppers.
In how long?
In what?
Less than an hour? Yeah.
Half an hour?
Geez, I'm moving to Connecticut.
You told us to come over here, so.
I did. This is a pretty loud 7783. Oh. What do we have here? Interesting. Well, when I first spotted this, I thought, ooh, maybe this is a knee buckle or even a very small shoe buckle, but upon closer inspection, I think that it is neither. And I also am not quite sure it's as old as everything else we've been finding here. This appears to be Victorian. But as you can see here, it does have a beautiful, almost stippling design on the front, and on the back, it's completely blank. There's nowhere for attachment. But we can see some remains of something right here and over here, which leads me to believe it is a very delicate sash buckle. Didn't really hold too much together, but it was certainly very pretty. Likely gold-plated, silver-plated, brass. Really interesting little find. It's a really cool array of stuff we've been finding out here. Modern coins, coins from 100 years ago, stuff from 150 years ago, and of course the home items and coins from the middle of the 1700s. People have been in this spot for a very long time, dropping stuff all along the way. That's a really cool find. A little bit mangled, but that's okay.
It's only a 54. It sounds deep or small. Another copper? I'll be right there. I got aluminium. Let's see what Robert's got.
Here she goes.
Oh yeah, that's copper size. Geez, you just expanded our area here.
It's crazy. Well, she's toasted, but it's a copper.
Another copper. 2 for you?
Yeah.
2 for me?
4.
4 for Jeff. Good for you. Drop a flag. 91. What is that? Another copper. Unbelievable. What a day. There's Britannia. Do you see the date right there? 1730.
So here we have Britannia at the very bottom. Hopefully you can see that, 1730. This side, you would expect to see, yeah, there's a left-facing bust, George II of Britain. And man, as this is drying up, take a look at that coin. Unbelievable. Hopefully the front turns out just as nice. Man, I can't thank these guys enough for the invitation. It's a long drive from Vermont to Connecticut, but it was certainly worth it today. All right, well, this is about the point in the day when we decided to call it quits. But what an absolutely incredible day. So many coins were found. Days like that don't happen very often, at least not to me. I set out everything that I found throughout the day and did a quick recap. All right, look at this pile of treasure. A couple of these items are clearly not from the same time period as the rest. The sash buckle and knife, I believe, are probably closer to the 1880s, but I was still very happy to find them. I did actually end up finding a second piece of this beautiful shoe buckle frame, and actually, upon cleaning it up a bit, I noticed that it is in fact an open work buckle, which is even more beautiful than I had originally expected. Over here we have the buttons. I found 8, including this round piece of brass with a hole in it, which is possibly a broken button or maybe a coin with a hole in it. A couple more pieces of spoon handle up here. Broken horse tack buckle, though it is an older one. And then, of course, the coins. 3 of them. We have a Woods Hibernia, a New Jersey State copper, and a beautiful 1730 George II halfpenny, which I believe we will be giving to the landowner. All right, folks, well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks again to Robert and Jeff for the invitation to that incredible field down in Connecticut. We were already making plans to do it again. Hopefully I'll see you next week, maybe here in Vermont, maybe in Connecticut. We'll just have to wait and find out. See you then.